So I've just built a site with Zyro. Let's take a look at it. This is the site, and I have a nice landing picture here, the title, some buttons here, videos. Really simple. I've not done much with it. Some tour dates where you can buy the tickets by clicking on this button here, about me, picture, and then, well, it's not very elaborate, but I've done this in the past 50 minutes or so. So let's first talk about why you need a site anyway. Now there's a few reasons why you probably need a site. First of all, you probably want to sell your music, to showcase your music. Well, number two, you probably have an audience and you want to build an audience list by collecting their email, getting them to subscribe to you on your website itself. And number three, if you're not online, well, you don't exist. So let's talk about Zyro. This is where Zyro comes in. Now Zyro is a website builder that allows you to build a site using drag and drop interfaces. That means you will be dragging the text, you'll be dragging the photos, you'll be dragging the videos, and forming a site out of that. And for that reason, you don't have to be a coder to build sites. You don't have to do any programming. And this is so much suitable for people like who are non-coders, musicians, producers like yourself. And you just want to have a digital presence right now and quick. So this is where Zyro comes in. Now with its simplicity, there's also a few drawbacks. That is, you cannot expect this to be very expandable. You can't build a full-fledged website with this as you might with WordPress or by coding a site from ground up. But it's simple. You have a few templates to play around from and it gets the job done. But don't expect that much, right? This is for people who want a digital presence but do not want to spend time, coding and putting all those bells and whistles into a site. So I'm going to show you the site itself, the website builder, and walk you through how you build a website using Zyro. Let's get into it. So if you just registered for an account, all you have to do is just click on create a new website and start off with a template. But before that, let me go through you some features that you also have with Zyro. And first of all is the AI content generator, which is an AI-based content generator for you if you do not know how to do copywriting for your site itself. So the way it works is you choose by category, or you go choose the wow option. Type in down a sentence like this, and basically when you click on generate text, it would use AI basically to create a paragraph for you that you can copy and put on your site itself. And that might help you if you don't have any idea of copywriting and writing good paragraphs on text for your site itself. As we can see, it has generated out some text excerpt from me here. You can see that I'm a music producer. I produce music for TV for the past 8 years, and then it has been incredibly fun doing what we do, and it kept me busy, yada yada, right? So what we can do is we can copy this thing, go back to our site builder, and paste it in within our page itself. I find this to be a little bit not accurate, so use it at your own risk, I guess. Now the next thing is the AI heat map tool. This is a great tool where you can upload a picture and it will tell you which parts of your website your users will actually look at. So for example, if I were to do a screenshot on this page itself, alright, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually upload that image of what I've just screenshot. Click on upload image, and where is that picture? There we go, and upload it up. So the software will tell me which part of that site itself that people will actually take a look at. Where would their eyes be looking at? Where would they be clicking at? So you can see the heat map tells us that, oh, visitors will be clicking and looking at this text here and be clicking on that button. So it tells you where, and it basically tells you if your graphic design or if your design of your website is working or not. Pretty nifty too. Now the third tool that also comes with the website builder is a logo maker. Now this is really simple, but if you are desperate for a logo, this can be something useful as well. So for example, let me just put my name, and let's say I'm a music producer, composer, for example. And what we can do is we can choose for a shape here. Let's say I like some love maybe, right? Find some logos to put next to your logo. This boxes here looks good, right? So for example, that you like that logo, and that's a ready logo for you. Just click on download, and you can use it for your website as a logo on your site itself. So that helps as well. Not the best of that, but if you're just getting started, you want a digital presence, this is easy to get started with. Now, next thing I want to go into is the website builder itself. So when you're new to the site itself, when you just sign up, what you can do is just create new website, and basically you have a few templates for you to choose. Now keep in mind that the look and feel of your site would be very near to the template that you choose. That is to say, you cannot change the font style when you choose a template, for example. So might want to actually preview these templates before committing to it. So for example, there's a few here, choose one. Now I already created a site with it, so I'm going to go back to my dashboard. Let me just go back to my dashboard. And what I'm going to do is continue building the site that I just built and shown you earlier. So I'm going to click on Edit Website. And here we go. We are at the editor side of the website I just built in just a few minutes. So basically when you load a template, all you have to do really is just to change things around. And I like the whole website builder because it's really fast when it comes to changing elements on the website builder itself. So for example, let's say I want to change something from here, right? I can just click and edit my text. And let's say instead of saying I'm a composer, I can say I'm a music producer and maybe engineer, for example. I'm not one, but maybe. You can change that, right? And let's say you don't like it to be there, you can always drag it and put it right here, following that column. So you can see there's a box that comes up here and there. I'm going to push this up a little bit and then come down here and drop it here. That works, huh? I can put it up like that. Right, so you can see that we can actually just drag things around, and if you want to add an element, you can as well. For example, just add an element on top here. And now the thing about the website builder is it's quite simple, as in you don't have, and this is one thing I don't like about it, is that you don't have the ability to actually do HTML editing on the page itself. That means you cannot embed an iframe from a ticketing platform or whatnot. So you only have very simple elements: text, button, image, video, map, and also social icons. So let's say I put in a video. I'll take this video and drag it inside here. And we can basically resize it the way we want it. So for example, I can resize it to something smaller or maybe something like that. I think that's okay. And to change that video, we just have to click on Edit Video. And we have video settings here, right? Including the video link, including the autoplay options, the looping options, the show video control options. And what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go to YouTube, and this is one of the videos I created a few weeks ago. I'm just going to click on Share, get the link of the video itself, go back to the website builder, and then put inside the video link itself. Paste in here, and you have it. I'm going to click out, and boom, my video is there. So it's really simple to actually build. You can just drag this around if you want to put this down a little bit, depending on how you want it to look like on your site itself. It's really flexible in this way. But again, it's simple. You can't get very far from the whole look and feel that we have right now. Of course, we can see that I've actually created some of the other stuff, like another video here, the text here. Of course, again, you can basically change the size of the fonts, but you can't change the style. That's what I'm saying. Change the size, right? We can change the style, okay? Sound design and composition and whatnot. All right. Now you can also change the background pictures, and this is one thing that I like about the website builder as well, because you can change the background and you can actually upload your own images, right? This would have to come out from your own archives of pictures. But what if you don't have a picture? What you can do is you can use the image option here. I'm going to replace that. And basically, Zyro, the website builder, comes with a library from Unsplash. Basically, you have all these stock photos for free that you can use on your site itself. So let's say you're going to search for maybe studio. Now, I would advise you to actually use your own photos, but let's say you're short on time and you want to use something quick and beautiful to put up on your site, this will be okay. But eventually, always use your own photos. All right, so for example, I'm going to see, and let's say I'm going to select this nice picture here. Boom, there we go. We already have a nice photo backdrop like that. All right, so it's really simple, and you can see that these are buttons here. So from these buttons here, you can link it out to any other platforms, right? So for example, Buy My Music, I'm linking it out right now to Audio Jungle, where I have some of my music up there. Or if you have another place where you actually sell your music, you can do that as well. Or for example, let's say you want to sell something immediately on the page itself. One good tip that I can give you is to put in a PayPal link right there itself. So for example, you're selling maybe a music pack for $50 or for example. So let's say Buy My Music, let me just change that. Buy My Music pack, let's say this is $40 or $50, all right? What we can do is, instead of sending them to Audio Jungle or any other stock music library, put in a PayPal link. So I'm going to go to PayPal, paypal.me. Just follow me here, paypal.me. I'm going to create my PayPal link. I actually have one already, so I'm just going to get my PayPal me. All right, log into my account, and there we go. We're going to get this, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy my link. And if you understand how PayPal me works, we just have to put in the link itself here, URL. Okay, paste it in there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually put in slash $50. Okay, so this is done. I'm going to close that. So what's going to happen is when someone clicks on that button, he's going to be clicking on this link itself, and he or she will be redirected to this PayPal me, where he or she again can pay $50 for whatever services or product that I'm selling immediately. It's a quick hack within PayPal. All right. So going back to the website builder, I place it into the link itself. What I'm going to do is once you're done and you're done with designing the site itself, just click on Update Website. So when you click on Update Website, now I've already mapped it up. I already have my own domain here. So you can see that I have a domain called rubencheng.zyrosite.com, right? But you can actually map it out to your own domain, your own custom domain. For example, you have www.yourname.com, right? You can map it. You can map the whole software itself, the whole website builder itself, to that custom domain of yours. So you don't have to have this Zyro site branding on the domain name itself. I'm just using something quick here, but in a real life situation, you want to have your own custom domain, definitely. So one thing that I really like about this is it's also mobile responsive already, right? So there are two sides to this. So if you go back to the page itself, you can see that we are looking at this on a desktop view. But if I click on the mobile view, you can see that everything is now mapped out for me in the mobile view. It's all done for me, and it's already mobile responsive out of the box. But something that you may note is that it lacks the ability to do editing on the mobile view. That is to say, if I want to change the order of the elements here, right? For example, I want this video to be above instead of the commercials to be above. That's going to be a problem right now. So the layouts is all done automatically, but we have very few options to actually shift things around. I can't shift that. You can see that? I can't really shift that. So that's one of the downsides to the website builder itself. Again, this is a simple website builder. Don't expect very elaborate, but I'm sure they'll be making quick updates in the near future, so you might look out for that as well. So to give you a quick recap about Zyro, the website builder, number one, what I like about it is it's fast, right? So the site loads fast. When you buy a plan with Zyro, you basically get hosting as well. That means your site is all hosted for you. The space where your site data is all collected is all done for you. You don't have to actually buy hosting separately and combine them together. It's all done for you. And if you look at the price itself, number two, it's affordable. Right now, I'm on the Unleash plan. So that's $349 per month, 3.49, right? But if you look at it, if you're actually locking yourself for maybe 3 years or so, you can get it as low as $2 a month. That is really cheap for having a website builder plus hosting all done for you, and the hosting is quite quick in fact. Now number three, the website builder is code free. That means you don't have to learn a single line of code or do a single line of code to start building your site itself. You don't have to be a programmer, and I think that's really quick for people who are not coders. And number four, the free royalty stock images from Unsplash that is available within your account itself. So that's very handy. You have to change any photos itself. You can find a library of basically stock photos which are free to use on your site itself, all done for you. You don't have to spend any extra money on stock photos at all. And number five, which I didn't mention earlier, is the ability of integrations. That means if you go into the settings and if you go into integrations, you can see that we have options of integrating your site with things like Google Analytics, Hotjar for analytics, Facebook Pixels to do retargeting, remarketing, and also Google Tag Manager, which enables you to do all sort of things and add in all sort of scripts into your site itself. So I think that's a welcome addition, and I think this makes any website so powerful with all these integrations. Now, what I don't like about it is, one, is it lacks HTML editing. That means you can't actually embed iframes, you can't put in, change or edit the HTML or CSS of the website to give it a more customized look and feel. So you're stuck with that template, right? And number two, it lacks mobile editing capabilities. That means when it comes to a mobile responsive mode, there's very little options of changing those placements and making it friendly, even friendlier for a mobile view. So those are two things I don't really like about Zyro Website Builder. Now, all in all, I think it's a very affordable solution. I've placed down the link to check out Zyro. You can start off for free. You don't have to pay anything, start off for free. Of course, you have some limited functions in there, but it's good enough to get started. And then I would encourage you to get a custom domain to link up and put up as your branded site itself. But let me know what you think about Zyro. Would you use it for your band, your music studio, your recording studio? And do you see this as a tool for you to build websites right now or in the future? Let me know in the comment section below. And if you have questions, just let me know. I'll be there to help. Thanks.